Good morning, everyone. As part of our plan of action, today we will present you about our condition in working from home. Hope everyone can enjoy our presentation. Our group presentation consists of 5 FBD teams. There are me, Elisabeth, Ira, Sagita, Grace, and Atik. First, we will differentiate what difference between working from home and working from office. Second, we will present you about the challenges that we face during working from home. Next is our survival guide or tips that we did during work from home. The last is our opinion or expectation on how to keep employees still engaged during work from home setting. Last, basically the support that we need from supervisor and organization to maintain high-level service quality. The first topic is what difference between work from office and work from home. In our opinion, we summarize 5 points to make them differ. These are commuting, the way of communication, flexibility, productivity, and working environment. Let's see them one by one. As seen in the picture, when we work in office, we have to spend time at least 1 hour to 4 hours on our daily commute to work for long ways. The condition will getting worse when there are unpredictable traffic congestion or signaling issue in Jabodetabek commuter trains and etc. When we are commuter, we need to wake up early to get ready and prepare ourselves to meet exact office hour, which is 8:30 to 9 a.m. Especially when there are urgent tasks that needed to finish early, then we need to wake up as early as possible. On the other hand, it is different when we work from home. Since there are no traveling time needed, then we can save time for additional rest or start working early. Second difference between work from home and work from office is the way of communication. In office, we can do face-to-face communication. If there is an issue, we can discuss with our peers or supervisor to settle the matter. While communication still happens when we are working at home, but it's different. Face-to-face conversation turn into video calls. Short conversation turn into WhatsApp messages. Sometimes virtual communication can leave too much room for ambiguity. So to prevent misunderstanding, we have to make it clear by reconfirming whether our understanding is correct. Next is flexibility. When you are working in an office, it's likely you have a set schedule. Your alarm will go off at the same time every morning. You grab your morning coffee at 7 and you are at your desk by 9, ready to work. When it comes to working from home, it's a little different. We now have the flexibility to wake up when you choose and tailor our day to our needs. With working from home, now we can wake up a little later, pick up a time for lunch, close laptop when you want. For some, maybe 4 p.m. Others, it could be 7 p.m. or later. The fourth is productivity. There is a research that a worker is interrupted every 11 minutes. If that wasn't bad enough, it takes 25 minutes to get back on task. It is a big hit to employee productivity. The nature of working remotely doesn't make it inviting to chat with coworkers. Needless to say, productivity can get a huge uptick with working remotely. However, there are also distractions that we can avoid, but we have additional extra hours from traveling time to finish our office tasks. The fifth difference is working environment. When working from office, you don't have the privilege to choose your work environment or office setting. You might have a noisy coworkers or sit under air conditioner that could impact your productivity. While working from home enables everyone to set up their home office or workstation, you can choose standing desk over sitting one and select your choice of office furniture. Working from home enables you to understand your optimal work environment. But we have to not forget there are still challenges during work from home arrangements. This topic will be presented by Grace.
Thank you, Lizzie, for the presentation. Next, we will discuss about what are the challenges that we are facing during work from home, and in our view, there are 7 things matter during work from home. They are distraction in home office, overworking, loneliness and lack of interaction, team collaboration and communication issues, lack of motivation during work, inefficient time management, and the last one, keeping healthy lifestyle. And we will discuss about it one by one. When employees work from home, we are often facing distractions. Household chores and family obligations have the biggest potential to take away the employee's focus, while other people are tempted by social media applications. Smartphones and digital devices might be essential tools for work, but they can be also cause some serious distractions, and the distractions result in higher level of stress, and it can decrease the productivity. Second challenge is overworking. Since there is no clear way to unplug the end of the day, it can be challenging to separate work and personal tasks. Sometimes people find themselves checking and responding to emails late into the night. But when employees work from home too many hours without a break, they get overworked, which can seriously affect motivation or the quality of work. The next challenge is loneliness. Loneliness can become an issue when working from home for the long term. Being away from office full-time can be so isolating, especially when workers are used to casually talk and conversations among the colleagues. The lack of interaction can harm your company culture as employees start to feel disconnected. That it usually leads to a lack of employee engagement and dissatisfaction. If not addressed on time, it can easily result in an increase of turnover rate. Next challenge is team collaboration and communication issues. When working from home, Teamwork, collaboration, and communication among team members are the very essential key. But with so many channels for collaboration available, it can be difficult to choose for the right remote tools and to make a decision between the many platforms out there. Collaborating and communicating from distance make it difficult for teams to work together on projects and meet their objectives on time. Next challenge is lack of motivation during work. No matter your work ethic, it's normal to feel unmotivated sometimes. It happens to everyone at some point in their career. However, when we are at home, somehow we face difficulties to share what we feel. And when we are at the office, we can share with our peers or supervisors who understand our position and have better solutions since they more understand about our job responsibilities. Challenge about inefficient time management. Time tracking is one of the biggest challenges of working from home, as employees often lose sense of time. Poor time management quickly becomes a problem for both employees and the employer. And the last challenge is keeping healthy lifestyle. A sedentary lifestyle cannot be healthy. Sitting in one place for hours, plus the temptation to sneak into the cupboards for junk food throughout the day creates another challenge to manage a healthy work-from-home workforce. They are the 7 challenges that we found during the work from home so far. Next, we will talk about what we did to overcome the challenge, and it will be presented by Ira and Mbak Atik.
Thank you, Grace, for the presentation. In this chapter, we will present about our survival guide to maintain responsibility during working from home. We understand that when we are working from home, there will be some distraction too. However, we have to overcome the challenges by doing 3 things below. 1. To have a designated workspace. A designated workspace is extremely important to avoid home office distraction. Setting up a home office is a process that we can do by 1. Organizing a dedicated desk in a quiet area at the house. We prefer not work from the couch. It's a trap. Second, we clean up and organize our computer by maintaining only limited tabs open. We can also save files in a proper folder instead of keeping it in a desktop. Third, bring items from the office to help create an environment that resembles our usual working spot. Second thing that we can do is to invest in a home office inventory. One of the best tips to help us eliminate distraction at a home office is to ensure we work in an environment that encourages us to give our best. We purchase tools that normally used at the office and, if needed, with ergonomic home office equipment. For example, we have a chair suitable for 8-hour working day or an ergonomic mousepad. And the last thing, we can finance internet spending. Since we don't want our job to be interrupted by internet, we can initiate to purchase internet package service with a stable connection and have sufficient quota. Next, our solution when we are overworking is by doing 3 things. First, encourage a healthy work-life balance. To solve problems associated with overworking, first thing we do is to set our working time in our calendars and not work outside those hours, even if it's a small task. That will give us a chance to take care of ourselves and rest as needed. Second, introduce social breaks. By doing lunch and coffee break session, we can also video call with friends and it will give us motivation. And the last thing is set up reminder to take a break. For example, we can set up a break at 12 until 1 p.m. to remind us that it is a lunchtime. Next, what we do to survive from loneliness and lack of interaction. 1. Provide a way for employee to socialize. Human connection is important. To overcome loneliness, we establish a WhatsApp group where we can talk or share funny content and fun. Discussing topics unrelated to work is also an option. Second, virtual conference. If there is a spare time, we can join online conference to meet other people virtually and enhance our knowledge. And the third thing is to celebrate important events. The way we maintain our togetherness is by celebrating important events such as peers' birthday, Eid Mubarak, or Christmas. Those are the times when we can meet online, laugh, and doing fun interaction. We still have some tips to survive in the working from home. And the next will be presented by Mbak Atik.
Thank you, Mbak Ira, for the presentation, and this is my turn to explain how to survive for team collaboration and communication issues. First is by establishing communication channels to collaborate and communicate easily amongst the member of the working group. We do team communication, which include a messaging platform via WhatsApp to talk about issues in real time. When a response is not necessary right away or is not clear enough, then we use an email. Last, we use video calls for the good strategy for brainstorming solution or when a longer conversation is required. Secondly, by having a digital workplace platform in order to manage and support teams, we usually use Google Meet, Zoom, and MS Team for team collaboration and communication, such as a division meeting and celebrating event. So I will continue to the next slide. It's about how to survive for lack of motivation during work. So when it comes to lack of motivation during work, we usually do several things to increase our motivation. First that we can do is start the day on a positive note. It means to always try to start the day with positive things such as wake up earlier in the morning, a few minutes earlier before you're starting your work. Engage a quick exercise session, and you can grab a cup of tea or coffee and make a breakfast before starting our task list. The second one is establish a rewarding system. So everyone loves when their achievements get recognized. Somehow we do a rewarding system to ourselves to appreciating what we have done. It could be take a leave is sometimes what we do to enjoy the moment and give thanks to ourselves for the hard work. And anything that you can do is shopping online to purchase something good such as clothes, foods, drinks, shoes, jewelry, and everything you like. We move to the next slide is how to survive for inefficient time management. What we can do is we have two things. First, implement proper calendar. It means that a regular routine will bring order to work week and give enough time for all of your commitments. So by implementing proper calendar, we can identify our things to do during a day. Also, we can review what things that has been finished and not yet. It has also helped us to manage our time by doing the important things first. Second one is make a checklist. Write down our to-do list for a week and separate text to every day. It's truly like a school-like, but it's the basic never die. So scratching text of list always satisfying and motivating. Well, the next slide is keeping healthy lifestyle. So first is by support healthy eating. We establish a certain budget and encourage ourselves to order healthy food. Healthy meal makes a full difference between a fuzzy and a focused mind. And secondly, is by doing sport activity. Even though we are still in the COVID pandemic, but it still enable us to do exercise at home, such as Zumba class via YouTube, or jogging in the morning, or taking a walk for a while in the morning, so you can feel the warmth of the sun and you can get the vitamin D also. And of course, it's very good and healthy for your body. And don't forget to take a rest and always be happy. Even though the situation is still in a pandemic, but pandemic is not the obstacle for us to moving and to do all our activities. So those are the tips or what we to do survive during work from home arrangement. Next, we will have our opinion and how to keep employee engaged in a work from home setting. And it will be presented by my colleague, Sagita Saptaria.
Thank you, Atik, for the presentation. In our opinion, there are at least 3 points that are important to support us as an employee. First is community building. When employees suddenly start working away from their regular setting, they are bound to feel a little lost and demotivated. The working style of a regular 9-to-5 worker is quite different than someone who also always works remotely. And this sudden transition can massively hamper the internal communication of the organization. The scarier part is that nobody knows how long this arrangement has to last. To keep the workflow moving, create a virtual office for employees. Invest in the best video conferencing and collaboration tools. Create a forum for employees to share personal as well as professional updates. Try to assign collaborative tasks weekly, encouraging team members to work together and stay connected. Further, to keep up their morale and boost their moods, organization can create a virtual teams activity like online multiplayer games and quizzes. Or you can even encourage them to learn new things and share them with their colleagues. As we know, there are some companies have adopted a virtual coffee break. These are video calls where employees can connect virtually to take a break, socialize, have their water cooler conversation. These conversations seems effective in preventing potential burnout and isolation. Second is a clear goal setting. While the employees are relieved from the stress of a daily commute, it can be a nightmare for managers to manage this situation, but they need not to have to be. Discipline is a prime factor to make work from home effective. There will be a lot of distraction in their homes and work may suffer. The key to managing remote teams successfully is a meaningful goal setting.
Set a clear deliverables and specific metrics that will enable you to track outcomes and measure results effectively. Communication becomes all more important when the team are fragmented. Conduct virtual meetings from time to time to take updates and ensure that things are on track. Make use of instant messaging to always stay on the loop. Also, schedule some regular time with employees for non-work discussion. Last is encourage learning. It's a great time for employees to learn what they have always wanted to and great time for managers to facilitate that. Many companies have invested in e-learning platform and employees will be able to learn new skills and upskill their existing skill in the extra hours that they are getting every day due to the current situation of working from home. One of the top seeking criteria for employees at work is personal and professional development. They love to be in a job that helps them learn new skills and grow as individuals. When an organization promotes learning among employees, it will instinctively keep them motivated and engaged. Today, most employees want to get trained on the new skills, especially courses like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics are top-rated across industries. Last but not least, there are fun facts of us, meaning that even though we are in the work-from-home setting and just implement 25% work from office, but we are still doing a C.A.R.E activities, which are continuous improvement, accountability, reliance, and empathy. We are just receiving a new salary increase by this year, but it doesn't make us feel in comfort zone. We are still eager to improve ourselves by undertake continuous learning and evaluate our current level of service performance. We are open for any input to make our division better and even better. Secondly, we always demonstrate can-do attitude. We are accepting all the jobs that are assigned to us without complaining, because by doing this, we also can learn new things and it can improve our knowledge and skills. Third is we support each other to achieve division goals. People come and go. Wherever vacant position is still in advertising, we are able to cover each other's tasks in order to support division goals. The last is we are always willing to do what the best we can do to help and support. We have principle that we are not thinking about what ASEC can do to us, but what we can do to make ASEC better and even better. Management has done many good things for us, and as an employee, now it's time for us to support each other to achieve ASEC vision and mission. And that is the end of our presentation. We are appreciative for the time, opportunity, and attention that are given to us. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you.